9 signs that a person can't be trusted. There's nothing more important in a relationship than trust, but not every person deserves it, such as someone you can never rely on. Here are a few signs that give away that you shouldn't rely on a person. He is too charming. A person who seems not just charming, but nauseatingly cute, can cause a feeling that there is something wrong with him, and it often turns out that your intuition does not fail you. Perhaps he wants to appear better than he is, hides a treacherous streak that can take you by surprise, or tries to make a good impression on you only to get out of communicating with you for personal gain. Always pay attention to whether the person just wants to seem like a pleasant conversationalist or is genuinely interested in you or your life. After all, more often than not, people who put on a mask of exceptional charm are not at all what they seem at first glance. He doesn't know how to empathize. The ability to deceive and hurt people often translates into a lack of empathy. A person lacking empathy can easily stab someone in the back because he doesn't realize the pain it brings. He doesn't think about how his actions will affect the feelings of others because he doesn't know how to empathize and put himself in other people's shoes. He exhibits narcissistic traits. Narcissistic traits can be present in anyone. The question is how pronounced they are and whether the possessor strives to keep them in check. For a true narcissist to stay away from, nothing is more important than himself. He needs other people only to assert himself and achieve what he wants at the expense of others. Naturally, such a person should never be relied on, because he does not recognize his mistakes and will come up with a million reasons to give the impression that you are to blame for all unpleasant situations. He does not know how to keep secrets. A person is not trustworthy if he easily reveals personal information of other people and never minds to gossip. There is a 99.9% chance that he will do the same to you. People reveal other people's secrets because they love drama, hope to gain popularity, or give the impression that they can be trusted since they are so close to others. You hardly need such a fake friend who can't be relied on. He is fickle in everything. Don't confuse indecisiveness with fickleness. A person who has a hard time making decisions will think for a long time over the options that seem equally good to him. He wants to choose the best, so he delays and analyzes for a long time before making a choice. An erratic person makes decisions impulsively. He oscillates between extremes and can never be sure that he is doing the right thing. It is hardly worth relying on him, because his decision today may be significantly different from what he will make tomorrow, and you can never guess how it will affect your well-being. He is constantly flattering. Beware of people who constantly suck up to you and compliment you even when it is not too appropriate. They also nod in response to everything you say and never disagree, even if you're talking outright nonsense. They will praise you even if your actions leave a lot to be desired, and convince you that you are the most wonderful person on earth, even if you don't do anything exceptional. Why? Simply for the sake of gaining your trust and then getting what they need from you. And if you have nothing more to offer them, you'll never see them again. He is duplicitous. If a person behaves differently depending on the situation or environment he finds himself in, you should not give him too much credit. You can never be sure that it is with you that he remains completely honest and shows his true colors. He may seem perfectly wonderful, but at the same time say nasty things behind your back. You should turn away. To trust such a person is to tell the whole world his secrets. He is prone to judgment. At first a person may treat you very well, but over time you may notice that he is more and more often condemning your words and actions. You should not rely on such a friend. On the contrary, you should be more careful with him and do not talk too much. People who like to judge others often resort to manipulation, want to control everything around them, do not know how to recognize their mistakes. Relying on such a person, you can be sure that he will use you for his own purposes, and then leave without saying goodbye. He avoids you in public. There are people who show exceptional friendliness in private, but as if they don't notice you when you find yourself in public. They walk by without saying hello, look away, or pretend that you've never met before. They're probably only trying to get close to you because of the benefits, and once they get what they want, they'll leave. That's why they're not interested in showing that you're buddies. Why flaunt a relationship with someone who will soon be useless?